Hello grade 10 students. Today I am going to do Department of Education Central Province Year-End Evaluation 2019. So this is paper 1 and you get 2 hours for that. So you already know you have 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A you get 25 short questions and each question worth 2 marks. And you can spend maximum 2 minutes for that. And so that means 50 minutes, then the 10 minutes you can check the answers. And then part B, you get 5 long questions, each question worth 10 marks and you can spend 12 minutes per question. So this is part A, questions 1 to 7. Then question number 8 to 13. And 14 to 20 and final page 21 to 25. Then you get part B, question number 1, 2, 3, then the last page 4 and 5. So spaces are given, so make sure that you write all the answers in the space provided. So let's do this paper now. Let's take question number 1. The annual assessed value of a building is 80,000 rupees. The local authority charges 6% of the annual value as rates. Find the amount that should be paid as rates for a year. So just you have to find out 6% of 80,000. 6% means 6 over 100 into 80,000. So 2 zeros get cancelled out. 8 times 6, 48 and 2 zeros. 4,800 rupees is the rates for a year. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2. Find the arc length of the semicircle. So this one. So this is a semicircle. That means half of a circle. So half into. Either you can use pi d or 2 pi r. So d is given. Diameter is given. We'll use pi d. 22 over 7 into 14. 7 times 2, 14. This 2 get cancelled out with this one. So 22 centimeter is the arc length of the semicircle. You get 2 marks. Question number 3, solve. So 3 into x minus 2 plus 1 equals 10. What's the first step? You can take 1 to the other side. 3x minus 2 equals 10 minus 1, that's 9. We'll divide both sides by 3. X minus 2 is equal to 9 divided by 3 is 3. So what is x? 3 minus 2 becomes plus 2. That's 5. X equals 5. So 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Find the value of log 5 base 1. We'll put x is the answer. So how you write this in index notation? 5 to the power x is 1. So always remember this one. 10 squared is 100. You can write log 10 base 100 is 2. Now how you write 1 in terms of base 5? We know 5 to the power 0 is 1. So same base. So you can compare the powers, x becomes 0. So what's the final answer? Log 5 base 1 equals 0. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 5. Find the values of x and y in the figure. 2 lines are parallel. So here, this is the x value. What can you say about 140 and x? Those are allied angles. Allied angles add up to 180. So we can easily find out x, that's 180 minus 140, that's 40 degrees. So this is 40. What can you say about the y angle? Y angle is the exterior angle. That's sum of interior angles. So y is 50 plus 40. 50 plus 40 becomes y. So that's 90 degrees. So you get 1 mark for finding x, 1 mark for y value. Question number 6. Find the least common multiple of 3m squared, 8m squared n, 6m n squared. So you need to find out the factors. When you are finding the factors, make sure that you write down prime factors. 3 is a prime number, so you can write 3 into m squared. 8, how can you write? 2 into 2 into 2. So 8 you can write 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 to the power 3. M squared n. 6 means 2 times 3. M n squared. So how do you find out the lowest common multiple or least common multiple? You take all distinct factors with the maximum power. 2 to the power 3 is the maximum. Then 3 just once. M squared. N squared is the maximum. So 8 times 3, 24. M squared, n squared is the lowest common multiple. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 7. Following is a Venn diagram drawn to denote information about mathematics marks of students of a class. Shade the region of girls who scored 80 marks. So this circle is boys. So girls means outside this. And this circle is students who scored 80 marks. So which region is girls who scored 80 marks? So that's this region. Only this region. So we'll take this one. This one. So that's the region for girls who scored 80 marks. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 8. You have given an inequality x minus 5 less than minus 2. Solve the inequality and represent the solutions on the number line. So take minus 5 to the other side. X is less than minus 2 plus 5. 5 minus 2, that's 3. X less than 3. So you draw an open circle and draw an arrow to the left. So x is less than 3. So 1 mark for the inequality and 1 mark for showing on the number line. Question number 9. Amila gave 2/5 of the amount he had to his wife and divided the rest equally among his 3 daughters. Find the fraction of the amount a daughter received. So 2/5 of the amount he had to his wife and the rest. So what's the remaining amount? Remaining part is 1 minus 2/5. That means 3/5. 5/5 minus 2/5. So divided this into 3 girls. So that means divided by 3. So what is the part each daughter received? So daughter receives 1/3 of that. So that means 1/5. Because equally we need to divide by 3. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. AB equals AC and FEC is equal to 90. Find the value of AFD. So that's X. If this is 40, this is 40 because these two lengths are equal. If this is 40, this is 90. What is this angle? 90 minus 40. 90 minus 40, you get 50. If this is 50, what is X angle? X is also 50. Opposite angles are equal. So that's AFD. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 11. Find the area of the sector. So 45 is the angle at the center. So what is the area? Area is equal to 45 over 360 into pi r square. 22 over 7 into r is 7. R into r. 45 over 360 is 1 over 8. 8 times of 45. That's 360. 7, 7 get cancelled out. Now multiply 22 and 7. 7 times 2, 14. 1 remaining. 7 times 2, 14 plus 1, 15. So divide by 8. So what's that? 8 times 1, 8. You get 7. 74. 8 times 9, 72. So 2 remaining. For 20, so that's 8 times 2. 16 and 5. So you get 4 remaining for 40. 8 times 5. So 19.25 square centimeters, or you can write 19 and 1/4 square centimeters. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 12. A and B are two mutually exclusive events of the sample space S. Mutually exclusive means no intersecting points. So separate two circles. Probability of A is 0.4 and the union is 0.77. Find probability of B. So you can write probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B. You don't have to write down the intersection. Intersection is 0. Mutually exclusive events. So straight away you can plug the value. So this is 0.77 and probability of A is 0.4. And you can easily find out probability of B. So probability of B is equal to 0.77 minus 0.4. You get 0.37. So how many marks? You get 2 marks for that. Question number 30. The square root of a number to the nearest first approximation is 4.8. Find the number. So the root value is 4.8. So you multiply with the same number, 4.8 squared, 48. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 4, 16 plus 3, 19. 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 4, 32 plus 6, 38. So you get 23.04. So that's the closest value. So nearest first approximation. So what's the number? That's 23 square root value. So square root of 23 is 4.8. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 14. AB equals AC. BP is equal to QC in the figure. Name two pairs of congruent triangles. If the two lengths are equal, this angle is equal to this angle. So, isosceles triangle. So, we know two lengths and included angle equal. So, we can say ABP triangle is congruent to AQC triangle. Side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. Included angle is there. Now look at carefully this one. When you take, so these two triangles are equal. So I am adding this APQ triangle to that. So same thing I am doing to the other one. I am adding APQ triangle to AQC triangle. Then those two are also congruent. So I can say AQB triangle is also congruent to APC triangle. That's also same thing because we are just adding another triangle. So I'll shade and show you this one. So when you add this one to both of the triangles, this is the common part. So those two triangles also congruent. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 15. Simplify algebraic fractions. X and 2x both are the denominator. So 2x is the common denominator. Lowest common multiple. Convert to 2x, multiply by 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 1, you get 5. 5 over 2x. 2 marks. Question number 16. Find the value of A according to the information given in the figure. This is 65. What is this angle? 180 minus 65 because it's a straight angle. 115. If this is 115, what is A value? A is also 115 because opposite angles of a parallelogram is the same. So this is a parallelogram. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Fill in the blanks of the following expression. So square term is there. So how you find out the square term? You take the square of the first term. 2a into 2a, you get 4a squared. The square term of the second term is 9. So what is the square root of 9? That's 3. So you get 3 here. How you find out the middle term? We multiply these 2 and multiply by 2 again. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 2, 12. So 12a is the middle term. So you get 1 mark for this gap and 1 mark for this. Question number 18. In the figure, AB is vertical post. BCD are 3 points on the horizontal ground. Name the angle of elevation of A from C. So this angle. So how you write down that angle? ACB. That's the angle of elevation from A. From C. And the next one, the angle of depression of D from A. From A, this one. So this angle is the angle of depression. XAD. XAD. XAD is the angle of depression. So you get 1 mark each. Question number 19. Evaluate using factors. So the common term, you have to take it out. 22 over 7 is common. Take it out. What's remaining? 20 minus 6. So 20 over 7. 20 minus 6, that's 14. So you can easily simplify. 7 times 2, 2 times 22, that's 44. You are getting 2 marks. Question number 20. O is the center of the circle. Find the value of x. Look at carefully. This is equal. All these are radii. This is 20. This is 20. So if you draw a line here, you can easily find out this angle. 20 and 20. This is 40. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. And this is 30 means this is 30. Isosceles triangle. So if this is 30, this is 30, you get 60 here. So what is x angle? X is 60 plus 40. Or you can use another method easily. So here this is 20, this is 30, so you can find out 30 and 20 there. Then this angle is the angle subtended on the circumference, and this angle is double of that. 50 into 2, that's 100. So that's also possible. 2 marks. Question number 21. Underline the discrete data from the following. So what are discrete? You can take certain numbers. You can't take all possible values. The weight of the vegetables brought to a shop in 10 days. So weight is a continuous data. So that's wrong. The number of members of 40 families. Number of members, certain numbers you can take. That's a discrete data. The data collected about weights and heights of grade 10. So that's continuous. You can take all possible values within a given range. So weight and height, that's continuous. So only number of members is discrete. So you get 2 marks. Question number 22. Put correct sign in front of the features that are common to both square and rectangle, and put cross sign in front of features which are not common to both square and rectangle. Angles at vertices are right angles. So both are right angles. So when you take square or a rectangle, 90-degree angles are there. That's correct. Diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. Only for rhombus it happens, not for the rectangle. So that's wrong. Diagonals are equal in length. So diagonals are equal in both rectangle and a square. So that's correct. So you get 2 marks to find out these answers. Question number 23. The volume of prism is 36 cubic centimeters. Find the value of x. How you find out the volume of prism? Find the cross-sectional area into length. So what is the area of the cross-section? Half into 4 into 3. That's a right angle triangle. Into x is the volume. That's equal to 36. So 2 and this one 4. You get 2. 2 times 3, 6x is equal to 36. So what is x? 36 divided by 6. You get 6 centimeter is the length of the prism. 2 marks. Question number 24. O is the center of the following circle. C is the midpoint of AB. OC is 5. and the radius of the circle is 13. Find the length of the chord AB. So what you know about the line joining the midpoint of the chord and the center? That's perpendicular. So you know this is 90 degrees. Easily you can find AC using Pythagoras theorem, and double of that is AB. So let's use Pythagoras theorem. AC squared is equal to 13 squared minus 5 squared. We'll use difference between two square terms. 13 minus 5, 13 plus 5. You get 8 and 18. So you get 8 times 8, 64. 8 times 1, 8 plus 6, 14. So 144. That's 12 squared. So what is AC? AC becomes 12 centimeters. But we need AB. AB is double of that. 2 times 12. 24 centimeters. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 25. ABCD is a rectangle. Sketch in the diagram the location of the point P, equal distance from AB and AD, and 8 centimeters from A. So equal distance. What do you know about loci points? You need to know 4 things. The equidistance from a point, that's a circle. Equidistance from 2 points, that's a perpendicular bisector. And equidistance from 2 adjacent lines, that's the angle bisector. And the last one you need to know, equidistance from a line, that's parallel line both above and below. So which one we have to use now? The third one. You have 2 lines and you are asked to find out the equidistance to 2 lines. That's the angle bisector. So how you sketch the angle bisector? You can take the compass, you can keep it here, and then you take certain distance and you can mark the 2 arcs there, and then you keep the compass in these 2 places and you can mark the 2 arcs like this, and then connect this point with the angle bisector. So now we see this angle is equal to this angle. So angle bisector is there and 8 centimeters from A. So this is the 8 centimeter line, the arc. So the intersecting point should be the location point P. So this is the point P. So you get 2 marks, 1 mark for marking the point P and 1 mark for sketching the angle bisector. So this is the last question in paper 1, part A, and check your answers. Let's do part B now. Question number 1 in part B. So this is about fraction question. So you get 4 parts. 2/5 load of imported stock of wheat flour was sent to southern province and 1/4 of the remainder was sent to western province. What fraction of the stock was remaining after sending flour to southern province? So 2/5 load of imported stock to southern province. So what is the remaining amount? 1 minus 2/5. 5/5 minus 2/5. So you get 3/5. So that's the remaining amount. Find the fraction of the stock that was sent to the western province. So it says 1/4 of the remaining part sent to western province. So 3/5 is the remaining part, 1/4 of that. So you get 3/20 is the part sent to western province. So how many marks? you get 2 marks for the first part and 2 marks for the second part as well. Third part, 4/9 of the remainder after sending wheat flour to both the provinces was stored. So what's the total amount? 3/20 and 2/5. What's the total sent to southern province and western province? 20 is the lowest common multiple. And 4 times 2, 8. 11 out of 20. And then you are asked to find out the fraction of wheat flour that was stored as a fraction of the stock imported. So 4/9 of the remainder after sending wheat flour to both the province was stored. 4/9 of that. So this is used the remainder. So what is the remainder? One minus 11 over 20. So 20 over 20 minus 11 over 20, that's 9 over 20. So out of 9 over 20, 4 9s. So 9 get cancelled out, 4 times, this is 5. 1/5 is stored. 1/5 is stored from the full amount. The remaining mass of flour after stored was 24,000 tons. Find the total mass of wheat flour that was imported. Now this is stored, 1/5. And now what's the remaining part? So here 11 over 20 plus 1/5. You get 11 plus here 4 times 5, 4. So 15 over 20. Or you can write 3 times 5, 5 times 3. You can divide by 5. 5 times 3, 5 times 4. 3/4 now used. So remaining amount. So what's the remaining again? 1 minus 3/4, that's 1/4 is remaining. 1/4 is equal to 24,000 tons. So full amount is you multiply by 4. So 4 times 24,000 tons is the full amount. 16 and 1 9. So 96,000 tons is the total amount of flour. So let's see how many marks. You get 3 marks for finding this and 1/4 and then 96,000 tons, 3 marks. So altogether we gave 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 2 is about finding area. The figure shows a sketch of a symmetric wall decoration. Find the radius of semicircle part. So 28 is the diameter. So what is the radius? Radius is 28 divided by 2. That's 14 centimeters. Find the area of the semicircular part. So what's the area? Half into pi r squared, semicircle. 22 over 7, radius is 14, so 14 squared. So 2 times 7, 14, get cancelled out with 14. So you have to multiply 22 times 14. I can do 2 times 14 is 28 times 11 because it's really easy to multiply by 11. So you separate 2 and 8. 2 plus 8, that's 10. So this becomes 3. So you get 308 square centimeters is the area of the semicircular part. So how many marks? 1 mark for finding the radius and 2 marks for finding the area of the semicircular part. Part 3, find the area of the shaded portion of the wall decoration. We can find out the area of the trapezium minus the area of the semicircular part. So the shaded part becomes area of the trapezium. How you find out the area? Half sum of the two parallel lengths, 28 and 42, and then multiply by the perpendicular height. This is 30 and this is 14. That's the radius. 30 plus 14, 44. You can multiply by 44. 2 times 22. What's the addition? 70 into 22. You can multiply by 7. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 2, 14 plus 1, 15. 1540 square centimeters. That's not the shaded part. That's the trapezium. Minus, we found out the area of the semicircular part. That's 308. Subtract 308. $1,540 minus 308. 1,232 square centimeters is the shaded area. So how many marks for the third part? 4 marks you are getting. A semicircular part is cut and removed from the wall decoration such that BC is the diameter. So this one. Then a ribbon is fixed around the remaining part of the wall decoration. Find the length of the ribbon needed for that. So we need to find out the perimeter. So we found out arc length. Did we find out the arc length before? No, just the area. So we have to find out arc length for both and then add it. So perimeter is equal to, so this length is same as this length. This is a symmetric one. So 50 times 2 plus, what's the arc length of the smaller semicircular part? Half into pi d. 22 over 7 into 28 is the diameter. And the other one, what about this one? Half into pi is 22 over 7, d is 42. Now simplify. 100, 50 times 2. Here you get 11, 7 times 4. That's 44. This one, 2 here, that's 11. 7 times 6, 42. That's 66. When you add it, 10, 1 remaining. 10, 11, 1 remaining. That's 210 centimeter is the perimeter and the ribbon, the length of the ribbon needed for that. So how many marks for this part? So you are getting 3 marks for this. So we gave 10 marks, 3, and the previous part 4, 7, and 3, 10 marks. Let's take question number 3. So we'll see, this is about percentages. Annual simple interest rate is there, and then we'll see what this is about, man days. 20 men take 45 days to construct a building. What is the magnitude of the task of constructing the building in man days? So man days is equal to 20 into 45. That's total 90. 900 man days are there. After working for 30 days, construction had to be stopped for 3 days due to bad weather. Find the magnitude of the task remained at end of the 30th day. So that means, so they worked 30 days. How many men? 20. So worked man days 30 into 20. That's 600 man days completed. So what is the remaining amount? Remaining amount is 900 minus 600. That's 300 man days remaining. So how many marks for these two? You are getting 2 marks here and 3 marks for this part. The next one. To finish the work on the scheduled date, find the additional number of workers that should be recruited. So now 300 man days remaining and 3 days they stopped work. So they didn't do work. And earlier, how many days? 30 days worked. So this 30 and this 3, 33 days already gone now. So what's the remaining number of days? So you get remaining number of days 45 minus 33. 45 minus 33, 12 days remaining. So 300 man days. So number of men needed, total number of man days divided by number of days. So that's 12 times 2, 25, and so 12 times 2, 24, and 60, that's 5. 25 men needed to complete the work in the required day, but already earlier 20 men were there. So how many extra men needed? Extra men is 25 minus 20. So 5 men needed extra. So how many marks for that part? So you are getting 2 marks for this. So let's do part B. Sandun deposited 60,000 rupees at 15% annual simple interest rate. Find the total amount that he will receive at the end of the 3rd year. So this is simple interest. So what's the interest after 3 years? 60,000 into 15%. That's for 1 year. Multiply by 3 for 3 years. 15 times 3, 45 times 600. 20. 6 times 5, 30. 6 times 4, 24. Plus 3, 27. So that's the total interest. So they are asking total amount receiving. So you have to add the interest. 27,000 plus 60,000. 7, 8. So the total amount is 87,000 rupees. So how many marks for that one? So you are getting 3 marks. So total we gave 10 marks for that question. Let's do the 4th question. This is about probability. A and B are 2 players competing in a table tennis match. the probability of player A winning the first and the second sets are 3/5 and 1/3 respectively. A set does not end with a draw. So, not getting draw, just winning or losing. Find the probabilities of player B winning the first and the second set. So, A wins first time 3/5, second time 1/3. So, the opposite is B wins. So, that means A losing means B wins. So, 1 minus 3/5, that's 2/5. 1 minus 1/3, that's 2/3. So, those are the two probabilities. So, you will get 2 marks for that. Complete the following tree diagram to represent above probabilities. So, we got 3/5 and 1/3. So, 3/5, 1/3, A winning. So, the opposite 2/5 and 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. So, that's the complete tree diagram. Third part, using the tree diagram, find the probability of two players winning one set each. So, what are the possibilities? So, one is probability of A wins and the next time B wins. So, each one. Using the tree diagram, find the probability of two players winning one set each. Then the second one, first game B wins and the next one A wins for the second time. Now, how we find out the probability? You have to select the path. So, here A wins, that means 3/5. B wins 2/3 plus B wins for the first time, that's 2/5, and A wins, that's 1/3. So, what you get? You get 15 as the denominator. 3 times 2 is 6. Here 2/15. You get 8/15. 6 plus 2, 8. So, you get how many marks? You are getting 3 marks for that. Part B. The following represents the probabilities of tossing a fair coin twice. First toss and the second toss given. Enclose on the grid the event of getting the same outcome for both times and find its probability. That means getting head and head or getting tail and tail. So, you can mark this one. So, that's the required part, and finding the probability. Altogether 4 outcomes are there. Out of that, 2 parts are same outcome. So, when you simplify, you get half. So, how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks. So, we gave all 10 marks for that question. Let's do the last question. This is about a pie chart. The following pie chart is drawn to represent the favorite foods of a group of students. The ratio of the students who prefer orange, pineapple, and mango is 1 to 3 to 5. Fill in the blanks of the following table. So, this is 90 degree given. So, the other part, so the whole thing is 270. So, 270 you have to divide into 1 to 3 to 5 ratio. The whole parts 5 plus 3, 8, 9. Out of 9 parts, 1 part for which one? Orange. So, that means 30 degrees for orange. Then 3 parts. 3 parts means 30 multiplied by 3, 90. That's pineapple. and 5 parts. 13 to 5, 150. That's mango. How many marks for that one? You are getting 2 marks, 30, 90, 150. So 3 marks for all these values, 3 marks. Part 2, what is the fruit most number of students prefer? Which angle is the highest? Mango. Mango is 150-degree angle. So that's the preferred fruit. If the number of students who prefer rambutan is 9, so that means 90 degrees means 9. Find the number of students who prefer orange. So orange we found 30. This is 90 and this is 150. So here 90 degrees means 9 students. So what about 30? So you have to divide by 3. So 9 divided by 3, that's 3. Express the number of students who prefer pineapple as a percentage of the total number of students in the group. So pineapple, that's 90 degrees. 90 degrees out of 360, you can easily get the angle into 100%. You get 400 divided by 4, that's 25%. So how many marks for that? So you are getting 2 marks for this part and 2 marks for this and 3 marks for the final one. So this is the last question in the paper 1. So make sure that you do all questions. So you have to do all questions, that's compulsory. And make sure that you check your answers by looking at my video.